Have you ever put someone's face on a mug?
Yeah, actually I have. So excited for episode 2. Let's do it. Hi dolls, welcome back, and if you were new, hello, my name is Jessie, and today we're going to react to season 1, episode 2 of Sweet Pea. This sort of thing needs some feminine energy, and this comes as a request from Haley. Haley is at the tier where we get to request specific episodes of certain shows, and if you are enjoying Sweet Pea, please thank Haley down in the comments. It is because of Patreons like Haley that we do shows like this. The first episode was absolutely chaotic and totally heartbreaking at the same time. They really did a good job at making you feel for Rhiannon and kind of understand where she's coming from, but also, like, murders rarely justified. I'll say rarely justified. So I'm just excited to go on this journey with her. We are totally Team Rhiannon. Let's jump in. It's season 1, episode 2 of Sweet Pea. This sort of thing needs some feminine energy. I think that about a lot of things. She's so happy.
You're not good for nothing. Oh, makes the flowers grow.
I just realized what they were saying. I mean, it's true. Did you think it was a nightmare? It's not a good situation to be in. You gotta burn those. Okay. Oh, Tank. That's a nice jacket.
Have you done something different? Like your hair or your face? It looks nice.
We don't like you. Go away.
Oh. Thanks.
Tommy's transformations. I want to buy it.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like
we
one
would
less thing for her
totally
to
give
think
it to
about.
you of all
And, you know,
people.
I know it inside out.
So she does have remorse. She kind of just blacked out in a moment of rage, we'll say. Like, most people have that thing in them that stops them from committing a murder. I don't know if Rhiannon has that thing. Ooh, but she did like it. They actually saw me, and that felt good. I know that voice. I just can't think of who that is.
I thought someone should make you a cup of tea for a change.
That was kind of nice.
Creep.
How we doing front page wise, folks?
Dead body.
What?
Dead body, everyone.
Yes. Sweet Pea. Tea for Jeff. Come on.
It's a murder.
Girl, don't get this pointed at you.
I heard somebody talking about it on the bus.
Hearsay.
Special lad.
What? I mean, it was Rhiannon.
Come on, people, let's get going.
14 stab wounds.
I think multiple people. Like a West Side Story situation.
Yeah.
They'll catch him.
What?
I'm sure of it.
Him.
Why? I googled it. Actually, 62% of murders went unsolved in the UK last year.
They didn't happen on our doorstep.
He's adorable.
We have an identity.
This sort of thing needs some feminine energy.
Certainly beats Box Pops on the high street about pigeon
It certainly
pie.
beats
Personally,
Jeff, let's be honest
yeah.
here.
Or
It's like the first person that's actually been nice to her, and she can't
Because it
enjoy
would
it
be
because she's
okay
so
if you
worried.
I've been getting really angry, actually, lately.
No, thank you.
Wait. We did.
We're so sorry for your loss, Mrs. Lloyd.
I feel bad for her, but also I'm very interested to see how Rhiannon deals with this. Hopefully it was a terrible person.
I've had so much sodding tea. See, when he didn't come home, I thought he was off having fun.
Oh God.
That's his nephew,
Okay.
Logan. Oh, God, I was his hero.
It's crazy how they put you in the mindset of advocating for the main character, because I'm like, he's creepy, and then I'm like, she's the one looking through his dead son's room.
Hi.
Have you ever put someone's face on a mug?
Yeah, actually I have.
It's restraining order. Ryan got dismissed for inappropriate conduct, and then they sent this because he wouldn't stay away.
He was murdered. Kind of doesn't matter if he was an arsehole.
No, we need to find out if he deserved to die.
What?
I think there could be something in it
Rhiannon, you gotta be
So-
careful,
for
girl.
the story.
You know, he'd make little comments.
Bullying.
And then he started hiding my stuff. They make you feel crazy.
She knows that
And it's got
firsthand.
worse. He said I was into little girls. Obviously, I'm not. He made me disappear inside myself. Yeah, I didn't want to be here.
It can't hurt you now. Just because you didn't find it yourself.
No, it's just... You sure it's the right angle?
Dangerous, though, because she's feeling sympathetic towards the person that he was bullying, but that gives that person motive to kill him. And if there's no evidence because the creek or whatever, the river, washed it away, everyone's going to be pointing fingers at him. The guy who he bullied and got a restraining order against. Oh, you got to bleach that, honey. Sweet pea. Oh, she just left all this here.
You're
Ooh,
here.
that looks like a Birkin.
Yeah.
That's money.
Still. Rhiannon, your hair is looking lovely these days.
I feel like she's just saying that now because...
Maybe knock it through to the kitchen and make a second living room.
Old houses have character. The walls tell stories. Cute.
Plugins wouldn't hurt.
You definitely said go.
I said go tell Norman.
We found something.
She found something. And it's good.
His mum told you that?
It's,
No, I stole his trash.
investigating. You should have heard him.
What?
Dave Ferris. His,
Jeff will write it up. You'll get your credit too. Calm down. Maybe you'd like to join us.
Oh, no, I don't have plans.
No pressure.
Motivation, motivation, motivation. Love is gonna start tonight. I was falling in love. Good song choice.
Ooh, underhand tactics to piss Jack off.
Yeah, I don't know if I can trust you, actually, with Dad's business. I've got your number. Thanks.
It must have been love, but it's over now.
I'm gonna sing.
Get it, Rhiannon. We heard you roar at the end of the last episode, that's for sure. Uh-oh.
In prison where he belongs, eh? Yes. Look out for one another.
It's so funny they keep saying he where he
Bit of
belongs.
blue.
Let's say I love Crocs. Probably not, right? Oh.
He was a
Chop, chop.
Is that the guy at the hospital?
Chop, chop.
Yeah.
You're not thirsty anymore.
Yeah, he is a but the cops are here.
Be careful getting home, mate. Just until we nail this guy.
Of course. I hope you get him.
It's a great song choices. Not only is he a dick, but this is personal because she feels like he's slightly responsible for why the doctors didn't rush to her father.
Excuse me?
Surprised he didn't ignore her.
Thanks.
What's going on?
Can you have a look?
Hey, big beady eyes. You know who else had big eyes? The wolf.
What's his name?
What's she doing? Taking off his shoes? Or maybe she was dragging him into the creek. Billy!
People I'd love to kill.
You should see me in a crowd.
All right, there you have it. Episode 2. This sort of thing needs some feminine energy. And boy, did they get some feminine energy. So we have a very, very troubling situation on our hands because Rhiannon wakes up and she's having a wonderful morning and she's happy and she's just having a great day, which is different for her. And then she remembers that she killed the guy last night. She remembers instantly because she sees the clothes in the tub and there's blood everywhere and she kind of freaks out and panics. But in the midst of this, when she thinks back to what happened, she's kind of happy. She's kind of satisfied by this because, again, it's the being seen. She can't emphasize enough how she felt like a ghost. She felt like a shadow. She was in the shadows. No one ever looked at her. No one cared. Even I was going on a rant in the last episode, like, how is Saren her sister and doesn't remember what happened to her, is not acknowledging the pain that she's been through. It literally is like she does not exist nor matter. And this is the only time that she felt like she was seen. They looked into her eyes. They knew who she was, and it felt good. And now this behavior is even more so reinforced when they go see the person who had the restraining order against the guy. Ryan was his name. They see Ryan's coworker and they find out that he was this awful person who tormented him, bullied him, accused him of child pornography, to where they confiscated photos of his own children because they were in a bathtub. Like, to make that level of an accusation, knowing that it's not true, is just so demented and sick. So she feels justified. She even says to AJ, we have to figure out if he's a bad person or not. And AJ's like, that doesn't matter. He's dead. It doesn't matter if he was a good person or not. So, but he doesn't get that she's trying to make herself feel better and feel justified in what she did, because he doesn't know that she did it. It's very interesting, the interactions that we have with Rhiannon and AJ, because she was such a sweet pea kind person in the first episode. And you felt for her because you could see that she was being mistreated and that she was good and she had a good heart. AJ, you can see, is a good person with a good heart. Every time that Norman is trying to give him credit for something, he's like, she did it. Rhiannon did it. Well, Rhiannon figured it out. Well, Rhiannon this, Rhiannon that, like always trying to give her the credit for it and make sure that she knows that, you know, he's trying to do that. It's also kind of sad that every time he does it, I'm like, aw, as if it's sweet. It is sweet, but it's also fact. So it's like the fact that this one person in her office is actually giving the credit to her that she deserves. Like, that's the way it should be. But she is almost not able to enjoy this or recognize this because her mind is somewhere else now, right? She's like totally in a different mindset, and she's kind of like, not for nothing, being a little cold to AJ. I think it's really funny though. Obviously it's meant to be comedic when he gives her the tea and she's like, creep, like he's so nice enough to be like, I feel like someone should make you tea for once. And she's like, what a creep. Like, he's just doing a nice thing. But yeah, so the interactions with Rhiannon and AJ are really interesting because I feel like AJ is kind of who she was, and Rhiannon is now becoming this different, more confident person. Everybody's even saying that, you know, we have, I missed his name. I have to catch his name. The guy that she hooked up with that wanted to buy the dad's business, being like, did you do something to your hair? Did you do something to your face? You look different. Then he's asking her out at the bar and everything. So it's like she's starting to get this attention from people that she was so desperately craving. And I think that she is correlating it to this release. She says to AJ, I keep getting mad and madder and madder until it just all explodes out at once. After she has her explosion, she's calm and she feels good and she feels better, and it's making her a better person. So this is really dangerous. This is really dangerous. We have it happen again. But she, again, is justifying these situations. Now, we have, in the last episode, the guy that's snapping at the nurses and being a complete prick. And I feel like she is thinking, if he wasn't there and they weren't focused on him and I had the courage to speak louder and interject in his bullshit, maybe they could have done something to my father. Maybe they could have done something for him and he would still be here. So not only is he a dick at the hospital, but he's a dick at the bar, and she's partially holding him responsible for the father's death. So she's like, perfect next victim, corners him in, does her little like batty eye thing. I think that was funny too, where she's like, my dog, can you help me? I'm a defenseless little girl, can you help me? And she kills him. It looks like at the end there she was trying to grab his legs and maybe throw him into the creek, because they did say that there's no evidence that they could find because the creek is so filthy that it tampered with it and washed it all away. So the only evidence that is left are the blood on her clothes, the knife, and the bathtub. And I would assume her hamper and her washing machine. Now, I just know from watching movies and shows, again, I'm a horror movie queen, you need to bleach that. And even with bleach, you are lucky if the DNA and the residue of the blood is gone. Like, it'll look like it's gone. It is not. They can take a black light to that and they will find it. And she didn't do that, obviously. So my concern is with them trying to sell the house, they're going to have visitors. They're going to have Julia coming in and out whenever she feels like it, because we find out Saren gave her a key. And this is really, really dangerous for Rhiannon in regards to finding out. I also thought it was fun how we have these little nods of like, everybody that is talking about the killer keeps saying he. He will be caught. He will be found out. They will find him. And she's just like, yeah, even the cop at the end where she's walking out of the bar is like, be careful walking home. We'll find him. You know, it's dangerous out there, but we'll find him. So they are completely on the wrong track immediately. And then last thing we see here is her looking at Julia's picture. Julia, she is one of those people who cannot help herself. She had to make a comment about her hair. She knew what that would do to her and the trauma and the flashbacks that would be triggered from making that comment. She did it anyway. Then she makes the comment about having Purell in her purse. A few Glade plugins would make a difference or whatever. She is just racking up the reasons and the ammo getting ready for Julia. But like I said in the last episode, I am thinking that we're gonna save Julia. I don't think Julia is gonna happen anytime soon. Julia is definitely going to be saved for the end if she even decides to actually go through with it. And the problem with Julia is she, no offense, but she's killing men that are clearly not good people. Now, we know that Julia is not a good person, but she is very popular in town. She has ads all over the place. She's a very well-known real estate agent, and she has money. So a rich woman who is famous pretty much in town being murdered is definitely going to bring a little more light to that situation than the other two cases will. But who's next? Who's next on the list of people that Rhiannon will kill? We'll have to find out. Haley, thank you so much for your requests. This was so much fun. I love this show. I had a blast doing it. And until the next reaction, so long, everyone. Try and make someone smile today. You never know when they might need it next. Bye.